Welcome back, everybody. You know I love a bargain, sometimes a little bit too much. In fact, one of my viewers out there sent me a link to an item on the VIP outlet store, and it was on sale. It was a 12-foot inflatable for $23 something. It had free shipping, so with tax it came to $25.01. I was so excited, and I saw they had one left, so of course I threw it in my cart. I bought it right away. And I was excited to get it because, I mean, a 12-foot inflatable is pretty impressive. So if I could get it for 20-something bucks, that seemed like a bargain to me. I had to have it. It wasn't until I was reviewing my purchase after the fact. This is never a good thing to do, review your purchases before you hit the button. That I noticed it was actually a pre-owned inflatable, not a brand new inflatable, which is what I just assumed it was. So we're going to see just exactly what I get for my pre-owned inflatable. In fact, if you watched my last video, which was that castle inflatable that I got that pre-owned on Facebook Marketplace, and it was not that great. Because as you know, some of these inflatables, when they start to age a little bit, they stop inflating. That was kind of the case with my castle. So I'm worried about when my inflatables are all going to start, not holding air. So I don't need to add to that stress with ones that already do. So as we can see in the box, my inflatable that I just bought doesn't even come with its own box. It just comes in this cardboard box itself. At least it's nicely bubble wrapped. But we do have a little cube here, no box. So let's take this out and see if it inflates. I'm trying to decide really if I think this is new or not. It might just be that maybe the box was damaged because, one of my big complaints with these inflatables is once you take it out of the wrapper where it's nicely cubed, it never gets put back where you can keep it in that nice little cube. So it almost looks like this might be new. One thing that I noticed though is that I don't see like the instruction sheet. Almost every time I open one of these, I see one of those right on top. But it does have an unopened bag of the steaks, so that's a promising sign. Let's go ahead and pull it out of the bag. And we've got the plug here. It's got the twist tie on it, so not sure if that looks like it's been used or not. So I guess it might be that we will never know. But the base looks clean, doesn't look dirty at all. In fact, the whole thing looks very clean. So let's go ahead and plug it in and see if we can get it to inflate. The fan sounds good. It sounds strong. All right. There he is. So let's see if we can make him stay. He is a little cutesy for my taste. I don't typically go for cutesy too much. I say that in all my videos, but I always end up doing it anyway. But the reason I got him is because I have another 12-foot inflatable, and he's a vampire. You may remember him in one of my videos. He points and it says like holiday fun this way or something like that. So I figure I could have both of these side by side, or maybe him slightly behind since he has so much presence with the arms, and they can be just this little vampire couple. So anyway, let me go ahead and bring the camera in and we'll take a closer look. All right, I've gone ahead and wedged him in the corner, otherwise he will not stand up. And I kind of think the problem, as we look down at his little inflatable feet here, is that the legs, so you can see that middle leg is in the front, and I would almost think that the legs should be more catty corner, with one pointing at each of the feet and then pointing back. That way he's not going to fall sideways so much. Because he is pretty unwieldy. He does have a nice little grin here. Some tuxedo outfit. His claws in his hands that are wrapped in these sort of gloves. And his elegant little vampire cape. comes down to some fringe, and as you can see there too, he does have a string of internal lights that light up. From his back, you can see his cape does have a collar. Kind of blends into his black head of hair there, but aside from that, there's nothing really different on the back side that you can't see from the front, with the exception of these couple of hoops on either side that are definitely going to be needed to prop him up. And this is what he looks like in the darkness. What do you think? I got it back in the bag. Not too shabby. It's not quite the cube that it started out with, but you know, if we smush it back in that box for a while, it might take on that cube shape. So there it is. Tell me, what do you think? Did you like it? Would you have this inflatable yourself? I'm not sure how I feel about it. I do like my statement pieces. So the primary reason I bought this was because he was 12 foot tall. But there's just something that's so bright and a little too cheerful for my taste. I mean, at least my other vampire looks a little bit creepy. This guy just looks a little too inviting. So I'm unsure how I feel about it. I'd really like to get your opinion. Let me know in the comments below. But definitely, if I've learned anything from this experience, I've got to stop being such an impulsive shopper. I really need to first read the descriptions to make sure I understand what I'm buying, and really think if it's going to fit within my, my haunt design. So who knows what's going to happen with this. I'll probably put him out this year, see how he works. He's going to be very difficult because, he just kept tilting over. But maybe once he's staked to the ground, it won't be so bad. We'll see. Stay tuned. But, if he doesn't work this year, he's going in the giveaway pile. So stay tuned for that. If you like free stuff, make sure you watch my channel and are subscribed. And watch for the beginning of the months when I do my free giveaways. But that'll do it for today, guys. I really appreciate you watching. Take care. Happy haunting.